What's going down, people? How you doing? It's TK coming at you. Just want to hit you guys with a simple concept of how to win. Because if you ask yourself that question, how to win, a lot of people don't have the answer. I mean, think about it. The people who are winning are basically on a different level than you're on, but they can't really explain to you a process of what got them there. They just know that they're not where you are. So when you ask yourself how to win, some people might agree to the concept of your vibe is your tribe. But when you think about that statement, a lot of people's vibrational rate is at a very low controlled level, meaning that your daily interaction with other people results in negative responses, and your energy level itself is not in a happy-go-lucky state. Your energy level is always fluctuating between negativity and response to negativity, which definitely keeps you, if the statement is true, your vibe is your tribe, it keeps you in a circle of influence that goes nowhere. How many of your friends talk about entrepreneurial gain? How many of your associates are at a higher level than you are? So some people say, oh, you can't pick those you choose to be around with. But circumstances based on where you live usually lead you to hanging out with people who are not above you, but either at the same level you're at or below you. So you got a lot of crab in the barrel situations where friends drag down friends, and there's no talk of motivation or talk of achieving higher levels. So what are your personal goals? What are you working towards? When I listen to people talk, I'm looking for actions. I'm looking for thought processes that lead to change, and I don't hear it. People don't talk about aspirations and goals or accomplishments. Main thing that I hear listening to random person talk is lack and excuses for why they have that lack. So why is it that the average person is not successful? Is it laziness, waiting for a check, looking for a handout, expecting someone to give you something instead of working for something? Because the spine and the bootstrap mentality of deterministic efforts that lead to positive change don't exist. Very few people possess that type of characteristic where they feel like their action is going to produce a result and their determination is going to lead to change. You know, you hear a lot of handout check waiting, and that is cultivated by today's society in television in terms of stay on the couch, expect instead of work, put in very few or put in very less effort is the kind of atmosphere that we see common, especially amongst young people. So we live in a slave-controlled society where money itself is a Ponzi scheme that's designed to keep you as a slave. I said in a post on Facebook that the more you study the financial system, the more you realize that everything is a scam. You just have to learn how to manipulate the scam to your favor. Now, those people who do win have information that you don't have, and they know how to manipulate the system to their favor. And that's been proven 1,000 times over in terms of the access to information that they utilize on a day-to-day basis. Because those people who don't interact with any type of self-study cannot expect to succeed beyond the slavery control mechanisms. The Matrix is designed to basically keep you as a debt slave, and the average person lives debt to debt. Not check to check, but debt to debt. So if you focus on financial education, self-education, then you can begin to unlock some doors and figure out how to manipulate the system to your favor. But that takes the bootstrap mentality that inherently doesn't seem to exist. So the laziness that's common in the average person will not lead you to self-study, and definitely will not begin to open some doors when it comes to gaining information that allows you to use as a key and change some situations. So not seeking information, being complacent with the limited knowledge that you have, and then also staying on the couch and watching television. All of that is what can accurately describe why the average person is a failure, and will continue to be a failure, and will probably die with the dollar, because the dollar's replacement is already here. So fiat money is designed intrinsically to fail. The Ponzi scheme is designed to fall apart, and the replacement is set for 2018 as the phoenix dies in the ashes and something else rises. So the key here is to prepare. But how can you prepare when you don't know what you don't know, and you have no desire to learn more? So preparation is for the limited few. Success is for those who have the right keys. So thinking about inflation, that hidden tax that steals money out of your pocket every single year. If inflation is the cost of goods and services going up in value every year, but yet your paycheck stays the same, if not decreases every year, how do you get ahead of inflation? How do you get ahead of the game when the game is set up and designed for you to lose? I always ask people that simple question: if you live on paper, how do you stay ahead of inflation? And some people, very few, have replied with, "Oh, I'm winning." But how is it that you're winning if the instrument that you're using, paper money, is inherently built into the rob mechanism of inflation? So can you win, or can you beat inflation by using paper? Can you out-earn the cost of living? Even people who make $250,000 a year find themselves living at their expenses, or creating enough expenses to where it equals the amount of money that they make. So, do you beat inflation by increasing your paper money? Or can you beat inflation by using a different form of currency, i.e., an alternative type outside of paper? Well, the first educational factor is that people don't even see any other form of currency outside of paper. Everyone sees, oh, the only form of currency that exists on this world is paper. Totally ignoring, refusing to accept that gold, silver, and cryptocurrency are alternative forms of currency that also can help you against this inflation fight. So I ask myself, what can I do to position to get ahead of everyone else? I actually think about, okay, I actually have to make some decisions that allow me to spend money on things that make money. I have to put some sort of effort into a higher form of currency that allows me to win. So I spend paper money on gold, silver, and cryptocurrency, and I work effortlessly to build an account in those other three forms of currency that means something. So if I convert $1 to $1 worth of silver, $1 worth of gold, and $1 worth of cryptocurrency, then I'm winning more so than someone who keeps $1 in a savings account. Why? Because that higher form of currency, one, increases in value where paper decreases, and also the savings that I have in alternative currency gives me the chance to beat inflation, because higher forms of currency does not devaluate the same way that paper devaluates. in the printing mechanism behind paper, the more money that's added to circulation, the more the existing money in circulation devalues. And right now, the government is on a continuous QE, quantitative easing cycle of adding more money into currency every single cycle. So QE to infinity means that people, the everyday Joe that goes to work, is not only losing to inflation, they're losing to the devaluing purchasing power of their dollar. Now, since the inception of 1913, when the leaders of Jekyll Island came back with the idea of the Federal Reserve System that's not federal, it's a private company, everything has changed when it comes to paper. Paper's a debt note. So I'm asking you a simple question. Do you keep debt notes and lose, or do you switch to gold, silver, and cryptocurrency and win?